While the facts of this story might seem strange, weird, and more than a bit crazy, they pale in comparison to what this real estate heir has done previously in his life. Robert Durst, 77, is the son of Seymour Hurst, a real estate mogul who died in 1995. The family's commercial and residential real estate business, the Durst Organization, was started by Robert's grandfather Joseph Durst in 1915, and now owns and operates over a dozen prime New York City addresses. Needless to say, Robert grew up in a privileged environment and ended up eventually working in the family business. However, in 2006, Durst cut all ties to his family and their real estate empire with a huge payout of $65 million. He also witnessed his mother's death at age 7 when she fell off their mansion's roof, either accidentally or to commit suicide. This past Sunday, around midday, Durst went to pick up his prescription at a local CVS in Rice Village in Houston, Texas, near his home in a high-rise condo. According to a CVS employee, after getting his prescription filled, Durst apparently wandered to the candy aisle, pulled out his pecker, and urinated on the candy display before casually walking out of the store. He evidently confused the candy for the can. The employee promptly called the police, which ended up filing a criminal mischief charge against Durst. If convicted, Durst could see as much as 6 months in jail. This bizarre behavior could prompt one to wonder if Durst has done anything else along these same lines. Actually, he has done much worse and got away with it. In 2001, Durst found himself embroiled in a headline-grabbing case that accused him of killing his Galveston, Texas neighbor, 71-year-old Morris Black, and then cutting up his body. However, Durst was not just accused of these heinous acts. He admitted to killing Black, albeit in self-defense, and then chopping up his body and putting some of the body parts in various plastic bags, and finally throwing them into Galveston Bay. Despite admitting to the killing and dismembering, Durst was found not guilty by a jury of his peers, a verdict that appeared to even shock Durst himself. When Durst rented the $300 a month apartment in Galveston, he wore a wig and women's clothing in order to pretend to be a mute woman named Dorothy Sinner. Why, you ask? Because he had recently found out that the Westchester County District Attorney's Office had begun looking into the unsolved 1982 disappearance of Durst's first wife, Kathleen Durst. Robert was the last person to see his wife before her disappearance, and she is considered to be dead. Therefore, Durst's latest incident, peeing on candy bars in a CVS, while certainly disturbing and bizarre, is small potatoes compared to cross-dressing, using a female alias, possibly killing his wife in the early 80s, and definitely killing and chopping up his neighbor and then getting off scot-free for it. What could possibly be the next chapter for Mr. Durst?